Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Today we're going to talk about the first in-package pictures of Leech and Snout Spout, the latest deluxe Masters of the Universe Origins figures. All of that and more today on Toy Geeks. Hello everybody and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay and with me as always, even when we do an early bird special, and now we're not even early bird evening edition of Toy Geeks. It's my good friend John. John, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. It is hump day. We are getting through this week.
We're like the news hour.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. We're your local news. We need to have like the investigative journalism, you know, like
like the five on your side.
Yeah, exactly. Probably something Hasbro related, let's be honest. But hopefully everybody is doing well. With these reveals, there's quite a few reveals I think dropped today. And it's kind of, we usually have our show on Sunday nights, and sometimes it's too long. Because by the time it comes to Sunday, it's just like, it's old news.
It's old news.
Gotta talk about it today. Fresh, hot off the presses, toy news. We had some Marvel Legends stuff drop today. We got some more images of those amazing NECA Dungeons and Dragons figures. We'll talk about that. But our lead story is absolutely going to be our first in-package images of the Leech and Snout Spout. But before we get into any of that, gotta say hello to the chat, which is hopping even on a random weekday. So let's say hello. We got Robert, Jason, Cobweb, Kevin, Mr. Home Alone is here. Beast Mode, VCG Cosplay, Overman is in the house. Shiny Plastic People, Rick, Retro Action UK. Oz is in the house. Yair, John Rhodes, Dartherian is here. Chris Esposito, Jimmy, Bonus GDL. Just in time to take the edge off my morning. I get morning. Is that, I guess, West Coast? No, Australia? Maybe. Kayla Silva is here. At least one of the Silvas so far. All Music fan Chris Nolan is here. Adam E. Let's see. Lifelong Toy Collector is here. Mike and Stu, ketchup and mustard legendary duos. Dante Sola Blood. We've also got stuff made by Alex, Eddie, Vinny Boomba, Dante. I think I did Dante. I'll do it again. Whatever. Let's see. Lucha Johnny, Brandon, Ariel, TMNT. Just picked up a pretty awesome grail for him.
Yep.
I saw that post today. David V, Nicholas, Papo Loco, Tommy Fletcher, Andrew, and Neil Hill. It's morning in the land of Oz. Well, there you go. Flash is here as well. How is it? I think we're doing okay. You know, it's middle of the week. It's getting to that summertime, I guess. We're not talking about the weather on this show. Good Lord. Anyway.
It's not that kind of news show.
Yeah, exactly. Who would be our weatherman? Would it be Ryan Dole?
Then we just get Vancouver weather.
Cold. Oh yeah, it's very snowy today. A really bad Canadian impression. All right, let's look at these images. Let me just pull them up here. I want to make sure this is on Safari, so it doesn't overload my Chrome browser. But let's share the screen. And let's look at these things. I want to give credit where credit is due. This is the Brazilian Instagram page, Canaldo Ros Mineiros. And they've been getting a lot of these kind of leaks, if you will, of these toy images. Mattel, please don't sue us. But it's news, so I think it counts. I think we're okay. Yeah. But they have these first images of Snout Spout and Leech in package. Now, again, these were revealed to us during that, what was that Mattel MOTU week a few months back, right?
Yep.
And I gotta say, we were kind of like, they had to be deluxe with all the extra heads and all that kind of stuff, right? But now that we see them in package, John, what are you feeling here? It's more real now, but what are your thoughts as we finally see these in package?
I am so pumped for these guys, and I really like how they chose that head on Snout Spout for the package. I mean, the vintage style, I appreciate that one, but I really like this one.
Yes.
This one is on point. It looks super animated, like Christmas special. He needs to put the star on the top of the tree. He looks great.
I mean, yeah, just stacked beyond stacked. Just with the extra head sculpt. I mean, it actually does the spray feature. That's, I'm guessing, the whole extra head and little water pack there. You can kind of see the tube connecting to the head there. Oh, it looks fantastic.
It does. I hope this spray action works as good as the vintage one. The vintage one actually worked really well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's no reason it shouldn't, right? It's the same technology. It's the same squirt gun technology.
Yeah, but I think this pack, I bet it's just like like a soft rubber. You just fill it with water and squeeze it. Rather than the
Okay.
vintage one had like the button. It was almost more squirt gun than
That's fair. That's fair. We'll see. I mean, if they could pull off the pop out eyes gimmick of I'm blanking on his name, Mantena. They can. I feel like they can pull this one off. You know?
Yeah.
Stuff made by Alex asks a good question. Wonder if it will scale with classics. Could this be a solve for the lack of action feature on the classics version?
I bet you could rig that up somehow.
Right?
And solve for that broken nose problem on the classics snout spout.
Listen, John, classics was without fault. It was a perfect toy line. Nothing can ever replace
it. Never.
Ever. As someone who just recently picked up some classics figures, I'm all in for just propping that thing up. Okay, I got to keep the value. I can't let it keep dropping. I'm kidding. No, I think that's a really good point. If it works that way, the heads are, I think it could. That's a really good idea. Stuff made by Alex. I'd love to see someone pull that off. I'm sure it can be done. Let's see exactly here, Robert. Great call. It makes you think Cobra Con will have a spray feature too. Kind of has to, right? I mean, if you're gonna have Snout Spout with the squirt gun action, you got to have it for Cobra Con, right?
Yeah. If they put out a Cobra Con without squirting, forget it. I mean, they're already showing us they can squirt. They can't not do it.
Once you've proven that squirting is possible, it needs to be available in all figures. I agree. Andrew, great call here. That blister is packed like a deluxe should be. A totally like this is a stacked deluxe figure.
It is. We're gonna get our money's worth with this guy.
100%. I guess I wonder, will the prices be a little bit higher with that?
I'm gonna say they're gonna keep them at whatever deluxe is going for now. I haven't even
$20.
I think
$21.
I think they're like $22.99 now, maybe.
They've been on sale at the Targets near me because like regular Masters figures are like $10 right now, and then the deluxe ones I feel like are $16. I mean, I know those sales kind of varied Target to Target, but I know the Briar Creek one and the one across the street from me have been pretty cheap. All Music Fan, great call out here. Thank you for that. $21.99 is the new price here. A lot of comments on the action feature here. Whoa. This is a before dark episode. 90 clubs. It's after dark somewhere. So I agree with 1980 toys. Set is awesome. But let's see. I'd buy just for the 40 sticker. Wow. That's high praise there on the sticker. Now I will say it looks I mean, this is kind of cropped, so it kind of cuts it out. But it doesn't seem to adjust the card as much as it does on the regular release.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, we talked about Wave 9 a few episodes ago. It's already hitting in Malaysia. We have some viewers in Malaysia. They've sent messages over Instagram and stuff that the card is exactly the same, which is kind of what we came to the conclusion. But it's good to know that in hand. I believe there's already like videos of them. from our friends in Malaysia. But I gotta say, John, I'm itching. I'm just like, can you send any of those Wave 9 the US way?
Yeah, can we get a hookup?
Yes, can you I guess I don't know. The shipping's delayed everywhere, so whatever. I don't know. But anyway, I can't wait. I can't wait to finally get those. And the thing is, I've gotten Wave 8, but I still haven't seen Wave 8 in any retail capacity. Wave 7 and 6 still seems to be the main thing we're seeing at retail right now. So are we worried 6 and 7 are clogging the pegs a little bit right now?
No, I mean, I don't think that it's as bad as we think it is.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're slowly clearing out, and I haven't seen that wave on clearance yet.
Yeah, same. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's see. All Music. It takes about 3 months to see them where I am after Malaysia gets theirs in. So means Wave 9 by summertime, by Comic-Con time. We should be seeing Wave 9. So that'd be good. Let's see. Like Chris says, though, I think it's likely Mattel keeps making the toys with a new agreement. Yeah, I think we're talking about the Toy Guru. Like it seems his most recent or one of his more recent episodes actually referenced this show. In a nice way. It wasn't an April Fool's type video. So thank you for that, Scott. But yeah, kind of maybe he's changing the posture a little bit that maybe they renegotiated the contract and everything will be fine.
Yeah, I think all signs point to yes.
Yeah. And agree here with Overman. If the rights are changing, they've announced way too much to squeeze into Q3 and Q4. I think they're saying. I would agree with that. All right,
absolutely, especially with all the new Eternian Revelations figures.
Mm-hmm. Also, with the hints of the second season of whatever MOTU Revelation will be, since we had the tweets from Griffin Newman and Mark Hamill. So, I mean, I know we have a pin in it still, technically from Ted, but I assume we'll get some stuff in an official capacity soonly. All right, let's talk about the other figure here. Now, John, if I remember correctly, this was your favorite reveal from it wasn't PowerCon, but the kind of MOTU reveal week about a month or so back.
Yep.
Now we're seeing it in package. Again, a deluxe figure that is stacked. John, thoughts on finally seeing this figure in package?
If you take out half that card,
mm-hmm.
It looks vintage. The way that is packaged,
ooh, good point.
It looks straight up original, and it's oh man, it is so good. I'm gonna get probably 3 of these, one to keep sealed, one for both the suction hand, suction face, and then the non suction parts. I got to.
Yeah. Well, it's good that we have one with squirting action and another one with sucking action. We're just describing the action features, okay? Head of the gutters, everybody. Anyway, but yes, I love that this one carries over the suction action, and gives you the articulated hands and the feet. I think that's really cool. And then yes, you're essentially getting a not to bring classics up again, but this is a 4 Horsemen head sculpt. We've seen it in the images that we've seen before, and you're getting it here. You're getting essentially 2 fantastic Leech figures, one that looks very retro and one that is, should be, by all intents and purposes, a just as good, almost just as good as the classics one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the classics one is like a tank. He is like rock solid, he's girthy, awesome figure. And when you pop that other head on, this is going to be right. This could stand side by side with the classics Leech.
Yep. Agreed. And, it just depends on where you're at in scale, but it scales with the vintage figures. I mean, these are two really good deluxe figures. It does shock me that Mantenna is just a regular release, just as how much they put into that figure with the extra legs and the action feature and everything. And that's the question I want to ask you, John, was should have Mantenna been moved into this deluxe category, maybe given some other features, or do you think Mantenna didn't need anything else? It was perfectly fine where it is as a regular release.
Yeah, I don't think he needs any other accessories. You know, I'm
Mhm.
sure I'm sure the Mattel team tossed that idea around as well. Like,
Sure.
can we make him? Is it feasible with all that extra tooling to have him be just a basic release figure? And
Hmm.
I'm willing to bet that they did go back and forth, and they probably did the same thing with Leech too.
J Mac has a great call out here. Leech was confirmed, sculpted by Four Horsemen by Corn Boy. That's why he looks great. I think we talked about that back when it was first announced, and it's almost like he just gave them the same sculpt they made.
Yeah,
They probably had it laying around. It was like, oh, we already perfected this. Here you go.
yeah. We're just gonna scale it down just a tad, and
But we're going to bill you
done.
2022 rates.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah, love seeing the Horde bow there. And here's a good question by Mikey Dubs. Mantenna getting the Horde X treatment, both a regular and deluxe figure. But I think your point's right, John. Like, what else could there be? I guess you could do a more Filmation style one, maybe.
See, the Filmation style Mantenna is very plain looking.
Yeah.
You know, he's doesn't have a lot of detail. He's kind of smooth all over.
Mm-hmm.
Where the sculpting on the chest and just the face alone is
Yeah.
so much better on the regular like Origins or classic version. I really
Mm-hmm.
don't think it would ever need a deluxe version.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that's for sure. I think the other deluxe figure that could be is how Blaze is here. I think we'll get a Modulok. Now, Modulok was just in a box. So do you think they go that way with Modulok, or do they do a kind of deluxe card back for Modulok?
I think if they go for like doing Modulok all over again, because I think there's 21 pieces to a
Mhm.
Modulok.
Yeah.
If they're able to do that, box it.
Mhm.
I think it'll be much more, you know, uh, production friendly.
Mhm.
Just to box, bag and box it, just like the original one. I think on
Yeah.
a card, like you might have to put two figures together on a card side by side, and then bubble all the extra pieces that aren't attached. I think it'll be a very busy looking card.
You're right. You're right. I don't know if this is how he intended it, but Oz, Modulok, and Multibot. What if it was like a 2-pack that gave you both?
Sign me up.
Right. I'm just trying to think of SKUs, right? Because Modulok existed when there was a bunch of different SKU types, probably for MOTU on a shelf. And
Mhm.
right now it's like they have deluxe, they have single cards, they've got kind of that beast vehicle, and then kind of deluxe set. And to me, the Modulok box would seem like an additional SKU, or maybe it could fit into that. It's almost the same. I would think it'd be about the same size as the Rise of Evil 2-pack, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's about the same size as the vintage box. That and the
Mhm.
the the Palace Guard box,
Yeah.
roughly the same size.
Hmm.
Maybe that was a little forethought.
Maybe. I'm cool with it though.
Mhm.
I think that would be awesome. Um, but I think it'd be really cool if they just did both. Why
Yeah.
not?
Do the what was it they called a Mega Beast?
Yeah, exactly. And do you market it as Mega Beast, or do you do like the Modulok Multibot 2-pack? I just think a 2-pack of it would be really awesome.
It would be. I would say individual releases for both and do Mega Beast for like a Mattel Creations.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I'm down with that. But gotta have a little bit of beast with Mattel Creations. Where's my Wonder Bread He-Man Wonder? I need him. Didn't they say it's supposed to be coming out right? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they'd be
Already?
here. But I mean, I don't know, maybe they're trying to play catch up on all that other stuff that they have, outside of Masters, the Barbies and the Hot Wheels. the art pieces. I mean, it took forever to get Sunman to actually show up.
I guess. But they showed that to us at PowerCon. That was in what, September, October? Come on. I need it. I need it.
Or maybe just do a 2-pack through like Big Bad.
No. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But Big Bad's been slow with MOTU too. Anyway. All right. Let's see here. Okay, any final thoughts on these two reveals? Oh, we also got I believe inbox images of our good friend Katra. I don't think we got to other than just the box. I think we saw most of these images during that reveal week. You called it with why the Masterverse box is the most boring box on the toy aisle. It's, I guess, to accommodate the different logos. And I think they showed us these at PowerCon. But still, the Masterverse boxes are so boring. I hate them.
Yeah. The best part is that 40 sticker. That's the best part of what's going on right there. I mean, I like the figure, but
yeah,
as far as presentation, meh.
I mean, they used a gray rock background. Gray rocks. Why?
It doesn't even look like there's an insert behind her. It looks like, you know how if you like open a package like a toy like that, you open it up and then you slide the bubble back in, but you didn't put that insert in behind it. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. It's so bleh. You know, but Chris brings up a good point here. I love the Masterverse boxes because it's so easy to throw them away.
Yep. Don't feel bad at all.
God. They look strange at the Netflix logo. That's fair. Oz, the 40th sticker shatters my illusion of youth. We should have no illusions at this point. We're getting old. I had a lady that I had to show my ID for something, and she looked at it, she was like, "You look a lot younger in this picture." I was like, "Because I was." That was pre-children. This is post-children.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
A lot grayer. Okay. Any other? I think that's the big MOTU stuff, right? Since the last we met.
Yeah, there was a package of Mosquitara packaged for the CGI series.
Where was that? Did you see? Remember?
That was probably on Yotango.
Yotango. That. I'm excited. I'm just so excited for Wave 9, though. Wave 9 looks really good. And I love the pig heads in there, too.
Man, I can't wait.
Yeah. I think it almost confirms what we thought here it is. Mosquitara. Kind of I don't know. I still haven't finished season 2, but her introduction was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay.
The figure looks cool.
And then there was that. If you go back, there was it's not Masters, it's the homage to Bionatops. Right underneath Mosquitara.
Are you gonna get that? The Beast of the Mesozoic is an awesome line, and I've kind of I've enjoyed it from afar. And I'm just like, maybe if I saw it like a toy show or something, I'd pick it up.
Yeah, same with me. I mean, all the dinosaurs look amazing.
Yeah.
This looks incredible, but I wish it was Bionatops. I wish it was a new Bionatops.
True. I think we assume that. But Nate Barch, friend of the channel, Nate Barch did the art. So that's exciting.
Yeah, looks amazing.
Right. My Spanish is not very good at all, but I'm pretty sure that means Nate Barch.
Yeah, I assume they just want to throw his name in there.
And then David Silva, I assume, did the back and panel art here. Okay. Let's move on to some other news. Let's go to our good friend Toy Shiz, because he had some good stuff he posted today. including the Instagram live stream from Hasbro. Ryan Ting, who was in our greatest toy company of the 90s debate.
Mm-hmm.
And we have some more of these Kenner Marvel Legends retro figures. And I will stand by my original opinion that these should be scaled to Superpowers scale. Especially now if McFarlane brings back Superpowers.
Yep.
But I kind of dig this Sentinel, kind of this upsize Sentinel figure. It's gonna be a fan channel exclusive. But thoughts on this? Does this entice you to get into the Kenner Marvel Legends game, or is it still not enough?
No, still not enough. They, much like most reaction figures,
Mm-hmm.
the card art sells this figure.
Yep.
I've seen some of these figures loose, held them in my hand. They don't really do anything for me.
Yeah, looses.
Yeah. But I mean, the cards in package, they look great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they should have gone Superpowers body style, if not Secret Wars.
Or just I mean Secret Wars, Super. I mean they were this relatively the same scale, weren't they? That's what was kind of cool about them.
Yeah, sort of. I think Secret Wars might be a smidge shorter.
Yeah, I think you're right. But still, it seems like it's such a simple move.
Yeah.
I need to make a video about that. I need to make it just like, why? Just do this. But that Sentinel's got me. It's given me the itches.
Like if you buy the Sentinel, you'll put an X-Men team together.
But then I just like, okay, but Jay, you have a Sentinel. You've put your X-Men team together in Marvel Legends scale. Just be happy. Why can't you ever be happy? So that's not future Jay. That's what would we call that, Jay? Is that internal monologue, Jay? I don't know.
Yeah, that's like the the conscience Jay.
Yeah, that's the reasonable.
Yeah.
The one who doesn't make bad decisions, Jay. It's like you don't need it. You don't need this. Yeah, I agree. Stuff. This Sentinel is a gateway. It just it is. It is. That's great call. Do the knees work on this Sentinel? I think it's just a 5 POA, right?
He's as straight legged as you get, I think.
Jay, do you mean Mark? And all of these split personalities, we just finished Moon Knight. Got to be careful. Got to be careful with giving too much credence to these. There you go, Chris. Resist, Jay. You don't need this 5 POA seductress bot. Oh man. Let's put a pin in this one, Jason, for the new Earthworm Jim toys. I do think those look really good. Let's just show some of the other things real quick. Again, I just kind of really want this Sentinel. We got Sharon Carter. We've got an amazing Bagman. It's a Target exclusive. Hold on, we haven't used this button in a while. Good luck pre-ordering it because it'll probably get canceled.
Yep.
Fire Lord. War Machine looks awesome on the old school Iron Man.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, this looks really good.
I've been waiting for these Iron Man retro figures.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
About time.
Yep, agreed. It looks fantastic. And then we've got, I'm blanking on which version of Spider-Man this is.
What do they call him?
Tohei Spider-Man?
Yes.
Is that like crazy one? Like that crazy?
Is that the one that was like evil or
Emissary from Hell?
Mm-hmm.
Japanese version, yeah.
But it's not the Japanese. Is it the Japanese version that had like the giant robot too? Is that in the same world?
Maybe. Bad geek right now.
Yeah.
It's the hard to find Spider-Man. Japanese Spider-Man. Live action Spidey, Japanese Spider-Man, Emissary from Hell Spider-Man. There you go. But anyway.
Won't be buying him.
No? Okay, what about this Mojo World set here?
It's about time for another Mojo.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. I mean the Toy Biz Mojo has held up. It's held its own for
It really
this long,
has.
and it's still a good figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm surprised it's taken this long for a new one.
Yeah. Yep. Agreed. All of these pre-orders go live tomorrow. So whether it's Target, fan exclusives, what have you, they will all go up online tomorrow. John, thoughts on this Instagram stream instead of a YouTube stream? I feel like it's a little bit harder to track these things.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until you sent me a thing, asked if I wanted to do it to do a show. I knew about the Leech and Snout Spout.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until I went back and looked at Instagram that I saw Toy Shiz had posted
Yeah.
all this. I'm like, when did this happen?
And it's as great a time as any to tell everybody, do a little public service announcement for everyone to follow Toy Shiz, because every single inch of toy news Toy Shiz covers, and he's really close to 100,000 followers. So if you haven't given him a follow yet on Instagram, go give him a follow right now. Friend of the show, great dude. Met him at PowerCon. Hope to see him at San Diego Comic-Con this year too. All right, and then these images dropped as well. We did a special Friday stream, I believe, right before the debate, the one. When I think these images first dropped, the orders for them first dropped. I ordered them, I think, off like the Wizard World page back then. So does that mean we're going to be getting these soon, summer 2022? So hopefully that
Maybe.
arrives soon. But nothing has changed for me on it. I wish this was After Dark, because I would drop some serious F-bombs. Oh, they look so good. John, thoughts?
They look better than before.
Whew.
I do wish we seen some packaging.
True.
I want to see what they're gonna do. I kind of, as good as they look in a window box, I kind of want them to be in like the Ultimates kind of storybook sort of box.
Yeah, I agree.
But man, they look amazing.
Oh, looks so good. Like this,
Because these now must be like production samples. Like this is
mhm.
this is it. This is what we're
Yeah.
gonna get.
Yep. And because that was our concern at the time, right? When we first saw the images. And again,
Mhm.
that was in September of 2021. And that was our concern. It's like, okay, these are like the Paint Masters. It's gonna be the best of the best. They'll probably scale down a little or whatever. It won't be as nice. But if this is, to your point, like the actual product, we said at the time this could be figures of the year.
Mhm.
Good Lord, they might very well be.
Yeah, these two could be competing with each other for figure of the year.
Oh,
Man, that looks so good. If
Grim
this is like, it's kind of like looking at a custom that somebody did.
yes.
Like this is the custom that we drool over,
Mhm.
and like we're all gonna get it.
Oh yeah. Yep. Even if you even don't like Dungeons and Dragons, like you're gonna get this figure.
Mhm. Yeah, I have no real connection to Dungeons and Dragons. That's why I always lose on Stump John with Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons.
hold on. Let's see. Dartherian stump stew ingredients. Oh, for me, like I've played D&D, not a lot, but I have a group every now and then. It's been years actually, so don't play that often, but I've played. But for me, the LJN D&D toy line is one of the unsung heroes, hidden gems of 80s toys. And so that for me is why I love it. And that's why I love they've gone with Warduke and Grimsword. These are like classics level D&D figures. If you love the LJN toy line, they look so good.
Yeah. But do you think the problem might be they chose the two best to do first, and now they're going to do like, I don't know. I'm trying to think like the male Titan or the young male Titan who's
Yeah.
it's kind of boring. It's not a
Yep.
very exciting figure.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point. I'm looking at them now. Honestly, after these two, they're both. I mean, it just depends, you know. Maybe do like because they have was it the goblin and the dwarf and the elf? Like they could do multi packs or something, and then you're right, they could do like gigantic ones,
Maybe a
or just use
Tiamat.
these and give us a new Fortress of Fangs, and then call it a day.
Yep.
Uh,
And then I'll wait for the underground arsenal to make a Fortress of Fangs. It'll be better. Buy that one instead.
Chris says Fortress of Fangs playset is my grail. I'm so thankful I found a complete one because it's such a. I mean, it's an absurd playset, but it's also so freaking cool. So freaking cool.
One of the coolest looking playsets of the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. It's again, I love that I have it in my collection here. Craig, if you're listening, your year of the playset isn't complete till you add one of those to the collection. I know you added the Ghost Command and the Police Academy headquarters, but I don't think you can call your playset collection complete until you have Fortress of Fangs.
He's going to need an Eternia too.
Oh yeah, definitely need an Eternia too. Yep, and a Jurassic Park Command Center. And does he have
Technodrome?
I think he has a Technodrome. I don't think he has. I'm just gonna try and get him to spend as much money as possible. LJ and Tiamat is a bit underwhelming. Yes, but it's still I have it. It's a great figure in its era, you know? Like it's for what it is, I think it's really cool. But again, NECA Tiamat, whoo!
It'd be huge.
It would be gigantic, yeah.
But they're doing a full scale or 2-scale Jaws shark. That's not a little baby toy. They could do a Tiamat.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. He has a flag. At least I think he still does. He hasn't sold it yet, I don't think. Someone say Jurassic Park. But God, I haven't found it yet, but there's a Jurassic Park playset. Or Jurassic World playset.
For the new stuff?
For the new stuff, yeah. I mean it's kind of it's play set by 2022 standards. It's not like the Origins Grayskull that's like, oh, it's a legit play set. It's kind of like stuff, but at least it's something. At least it's something. All right. Let's see. Where else are we? I think people said they want us to talk about the Earthworm Jim reveals. Are those on here?
They would be on Premium DNA.
Look, friend of the channel, Gary, is a huge Earthworm Jim fan. And so is the, oh goodness. Oh, I don't want to sign up right now. Stop it. So $200 get you all of these. I don't know. I always have a tougher time getting excited about a small and okay. I don't want this to sound like I don't like the smaller independent toy makers, but it's always harder because I don't know like what's the quality, like what's the you know likelihood they deliver.
Yeah.
So I'm always a little bit concerned, especially if this was like Megalopolis turned themselves into this, right? Premium DNA, I think.
There was I think there was a bit of a divorce or separation between a few parties, and I think that's where people got nervous because they had already put up their Mad Balls for pre-order at that point, and maybe their Barnyard Commandos. But so far, I mean, the Mad Balls, I haven't heard a bad thing about them with something breaking or you know, quality problems. So I assume that everything's going to be, better now that the Megalopolis stuff is in the past.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I totally agree with, spending this kind of money on essentially a startup
Yep.
and not knowing, you know, how long it's going to take. I mean, we make fun of Super 7 and Hasbro, whatever, it doesn't matter. And delivery times, but I think once all their other pre-orders that they've done, Battletoads, and they've done, I think, two more waves of Mad Balls are coming.
Mm-hmm.
I think once they get, a little bit more footing and trust, it's we'll both be buying something from them
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah. But they do look great, and I think if you're a diehard Earthworm Jim fan, then you take the risk on this, right? Like if
Mhm.
you're Gary, a friend of ours, diehard Earthworm Jim fan, do you tell Gary, well, hey, listen, I don't know if any major company's going to pick this up, so do it now? Or do you think this is a big enough property that Super 7 or something will pick it up?
Yeah. I think Super 7 would pick this up.
Okay.
But who knows how many, whoever owns this property, who they're going to license it to, maybe just one company.
Yeah.
But, you never know because Super 7 does everything from Disney to Ren and Stimpy now.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, for
But
sure.
I mean, these figures look great. The sculpting is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever is working on these, I'm assuming is either a contractor and just works for companies sculpting figures,
Mm-hmm.
or they headhunted somebody from another company.
Yeah. Yep. It looks great. It looks great. $50 a piece, though. It's very spendy. I mean, listen, that's just a few dollars less than a Super 7 figure, right? But these are a little bit
Mhm.
smaller scale. But again, I think if you're 6 inches tall, so about an inch shorter, so it's spendy. But if you're on the lookout for one and you needed one and you don't want to wait for another company to pick it up, then there you go. But for me, I think I can't open my heart up to a heartbreak. Just a little bit.
Don't want to put Future J through that.
Yeah, exactly. Prerepex. I think they use the 4 horsemen. So if that's the case,
Good for them.
yeah.
It's a good get if that's the
Mhm.
case.
Chris calls out, speaking of Ultimate, some great Thundercats deals on Amazon. Yeah, because we all want the vintage style stuff. But I will say, like, I feel like the Tigra is good enough. Like, it pretty much is a vintage colorway almost to my eyes. What do you think, John, on the
Yeah.
Tigra?
There's not a big difference between the two, I don't see.
It's really just Lino and the Mumra. That's about it. Maybe Chitara. But anyway, all right. Anything else, John?
Those McFarlane figures look great.
Ooh,
Um,
yes.
he is doing it's still called page punchers, but they are the 7-inch scale page
Yes,
punchers.
that was an interesting twist.
And that first
Um,
wave will be characters featured in the Black Adam comic. I don't know if the 7-inch page punchers will come with a mini comic to fit in the box, or if we're gonna have to read the page punchers with the 2-inch figure to find out who those characters are.
all I know is it's way too many page puncher drops in one sentence, but
Yeah, that
two
Batman
pages
looks
to page punchers.
great.
Page punchers, page punchers. Um, but yeah, no, these look great. They look fantastic. But I'm kind of like, I just want to see the superheroes.
Mhm.
Or no, sorry, superpowers.
Yeah,
It's
superpowers.
like a kid with a stick, like, do a superpower. I want to see a superpower. Superpowers. Punch, punch that page. And yes, hit the like button if you haven't done it yet, people. We got 192 people here right now. Hit the like button. And we'll go from there. All right, John, I think that'll do it for this special midweek edition of, hold on, Missed the music. There we go. Toy Geeks. Definitely want to thank the people that make this show possible, our patrons. You're going to find a full list of them right here. If you'd like to become a patron today, do so. There's a link in the description right now. We have a great group of people. Tons of exclusives, like getting your name in each episode. The weekly GDL After Dark, the after show for the Toy Geeks on Sunday. We just got the big giveaways. This month we're giving away a Hot Toy Captain Rex. Woo! I'm excited about that one, John. That's a good Hot Toy we're giving away. It's upstairs here for anything else. But yeah, should be good. Should be good. Oh man, we'll see you all on Sunday. Don't know what news could befall us till then, but in the meantime, take care, everybody. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego, and goodbye.